Well, it appears that the war on Venezuela continues, and bombs continue to drop on boats willy-nilly. I think Willie and Nilly were both bombed into oblivion the other day, and Pete Hegseth is in hot water. Wow. Yesterday's news, today's news, a little bit of both. I think we can safely assume at this point that both Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump have thoughts at night of what it is to be a war criminal, to join that elite crew of folks who have committed war crimes and murdered in the name of God and country. Pete Hegseth in particular has earned our undying disdain for his unwillingness to take responsibility for giving the order to drop that second missile on a couple of boaters clinging to the edge of their capsized boat, and he's dodged that responsibility and thrown an admiral under the bus. Morning. Yeah, I think we had a former president who said the buck stops here. Well, and in our case, the president has a sign. He has a plaque on his desk which says the buck gets passed here, and I think Hegseth has one of those as well. And so we're going to see at least one admiral. We're going to see at least one admiral thrown under the bus or thrown under the ship, or torpedoed, however you want to look at it, in a frantic blame assigning exercise. Because, let's face it, Pete Hegseth is far too well groomed to lose his position as the Secretary of Defense. He is the epitome of manly manliness, having plucked his eyebrows, having tweezed his unibrow, having submitted his skin to loving skincare emollients, and to have combed his wavy hair using the finest products available on the market today. Not only that, Pete wears impeccable tailored suits and crisp, stylish silk ties. He's a paragon of manliness. And so we can't lose a guy like that. I mean, if we lose Pete Hegseth, who's going to get all the generals together in Washington once in a while for a big pep rally? Who's going to give them the advice on shaving their beards and losing weight? That would be Pete. That's Pete's job to do that. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. People are very often raised up. They're often promoted over and over again until they reach a level at which they are truly incompetent. And that's what we have in the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. We have in other cabinet members as well, but as far as I know, the other cabinet members are not bombing fishermen or recreational boaters or perhaps drug runners in the Caribbean. That is the province of Pete and Don. Let's focus here. Pete and Don are the war criminals. These are the guys who, in a perfect world, after their tenure in Washington, would not feel safe traveling to the Netherlands because there would be outstanding warrants for their arrest and trial in The Hague. They should be brought up on war crimes. Now, I am not a veteran. I tip my hat to those who are. I signed up for the draft. 4 days after I signed up for the draft was abolished. That's just how it worked out timing-wise for me. I didn't get sent to Vietnam. I had friends who did go to Vietnam. I was just a little bit young and missed out on all that excitement. Now, from my understanding, Pete Hegseth did do some time in the military. I'm not sure how much danger he faced, but he should know better than to be dropping a second bomb on shipwreck survivors. Let's stay focused here. These are war crimes. So if you don't approve of war crimes, it might make sense to contact your congressman, your congresswoman, your representative in Washington, or maybe even contact the White House itself and express your displeasure. I do it in my own feeble way by talking to this camera and hopefully to a few of you out there and making my feelings known about it. I don't think we should have a war criminal in the White House. I mean, he's already a serial groper, a pussy grabber, you know, an adjudicated rapist, a known grifter, a welsher on his debts, and someone who has managed to bankrupt, of all businesses, casinos. The incompetence runs deep in this one. And I think that we all need to use our voices to complain. I'm doing what little bit I can here. I realize it's not much. But hey, these are my thoughts on the subject. So yeah, if you don't support war crime, if you don't support a war criminal in the White House, make your voice known. Say something about it. Let's all rise up and protest, shall we? This is Fractured Headlines, walking down a country road, enjoying a beautiful Friday morning, wishing you and yours peace, love, and understanding. If you like what you hear, you know what to do. Push some kind of a button. Push the panic button. Push the easy button. Or unbutton your shirt and scratch your manly chest. Pete Hague would be proud of you. Hey, everybody, have a great day. I'll catch you later on the next video.